Respected professors, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all of you. Today, I'm going to present my work, which is actually based on the expression of genes which are involved in the glycoside biosynthetic pathways in Rhodiola rosea. Some brief overview: Rhodiola rosea is a versatile adaptogen which has many effects, including stress-related, depression, fatigue, and enhances the stamina as well. In addition to that, it has physiological effects which it's used for, like to treat the neurodegenerative diseases, to cure, to treat tumors, pulmonary diseases with respect to that. Because of its high level of the secondary metabolites, it contains almost 150 secondary metabolites which are mainly synthesized in its roots and rhizomes. Here we were interested in two biosynthetic pathways which are more or less related to each other. These are tyrosol glycoside and cinnamon alcohol glycoside pathways. Uh, Here is the scientific importance of this pathway is that we consider the 7 genes which are involved in these two pathways. One is responsible for the synthesis of the celluloside, other is the responsible for the synthesis of rosin, from where it's derived this rosarin and rosamin, which are collectively known as rosarians. Here are the 7 genes from the celluloside synthetic biosynthetic pathway. We studied the tyrosine decarboxylase, aryl alcohol dehydrogenase, and UDP glycoside transferase. And from here, this is the common gene for all the two pathways, because it's involved in the celluloside pathway as well, whereas 4-coumarate-CoA ligase, cinnamyl-CoA reductase, and cinnamyl aldehyde dehydrogenase. These are involved mainly in the rosavin biosynthetic pathway, whereas because there are a lot of many assumptions regarding the pathway, how it goes. In this study, we focused. Our aim was to study the expression of these 7 genes, which is listed here, to study which gene is expressed where, in which chemotype it's expressed. Here is the materials and methods what we followed. Our research group already had sequenced some genes, including transcriptome sequencing. We took those sequenced genes and we blasted them against the local database which our research group already had sequenced. What we did is we first blasted them against the same database. Then again, we blasted them against the NCBI database to check the function. What we detected there is we got many isoforms of each of the genes, up to 7 isoforms for each of the genes. Then we aligned these genes using the MegaX. After aligning the genes, we saw some difference among the isoforms. We designed the primers for the same in such a way that we could deduce what is the difference or what makes these isoforms different, whether it's just we want to confirm whether it's just the alternative splicing or there are some sequencing errors. In this study, we included 2 chemotypes. One contains the high celluloside, other contains the high rosamin and no celluloside chemotypes. We isolated the RNA from the roots and rhizomes. After RNA extraction, we went for the cDNA synthesis using the different set of primers, or the primer sets were 27 pairs of each of different primers for each of the 7 genes. Uh, After priming test, we did the RT-PCR to quantify the results. Here is the example of some of the genes after blasting, how we designed the primers and what is the difference between the different isoforms of each of the genes. Here we can see clearly it's depicted that, yeah, there is a lot of difference among the isoforms of each of the genes. The chemotypes which we included, where two, which was N1 isoledroside containing and P11 hyrosovin containing celedraside, which are the two extremes of the high celedraside and no rosovin, and no celedraside and hyrosovin, two extremes we included in this study. Here are there some the gel photos of these 7 genes when we quantify the results using a different set of primers for each of the genes. With phenylalanine ammonium lyase, we can see that this is involved in both of these pathways, somewhere involved in both of this pathway, which is expressed more highly. We can see here, which is expressed in the chemotype 1, the high celluloside containing, hyrosovin containing, and genomic DNA as a control. In UDP glycoside transferase, which here is interesting that it's mainly involved in the celluloside biosynthetic pathway, but here we can see in one of this isoform is expressed in hyrosovin containing genotype as well. Whereas the cinnamyl CoA reductase, which is mainly involved only in this rosavin biosynthetic pathway, we got that this cinnamyl CoA reductase is involved in the high rosavin biosynthetic pathway as well, because 1 out of 3 is getting expressed in one of the genotype as well. Aryl alcohol dehydrogenase, which is only involved according to the biosynthetic pathway in this high celluloside containing chemotype, is here what we saw is here expressed in this high rosavin biosynthetic pathway as well, according to our results. For 4-coumaret CoA ligase, which is only involved in this rosavin biosynthetic pathway, out of somewhere like, okay, but the expression we didn't quantify the expression actually, but what we saw is there is some expression in high rosavin containing biosynthetic pathway as well, including tyrosine decarboxylase, which is used in this celluloside biosynthetic pathway. We saw here the high rosavin genotype is also expressing the same gene. While as cinnamyl alcohol dehydrogenase, because some isoforms are getting and we further will do that, cinnamyl alcohol dehydrogenase, here also there's high rosavin chemotype is also expressing it, and high celluloside is also expressing it, though it should be only involved in the high rosavin according to the biosynthetic pathway. In summary, what we deduced is that primers were designed in such a way that we could deduce what is the reason actually behind the occurrence of the different set of isoforms for each of the gene, the reason behind the differential expression of each of the isoform among the different chemotypes. The differential expression of different chemotypes, more genotypes will be included in this study when we go further or research, with or without the treatment effect. Treatment effect may include the precursor treatment effect. Further research is in progress, and we will include many chemotypes in addition to this, because we only involved two extremes of the two genotypes with high celluloside and high rosavin genotype, and further we will process this research. Again, thank you so much. If you have any questions, please.